Smart, confident, and driven, Indra Nooyi is considered one of the most powerful and influential women in the world. She has led a multi-billion-dollar global brand to exceptional growth and international recognition, and is known as a leader willing to take risks to advance stakeholder capitalism.
In retrospect, now we talk about my upbringing and talk about my mother and things like that. What she did and what we went through was very normal for when we were growing up in Madras in the south of India. It was a conservative city, and I still remember this incident where my sister got admission to a school outside of our city, and she wanted to go away because it was very hard to get admission to the school, and she got in and she wanted to go, and my mother said, "You can't go unless you get married." And my sister said, "What the hell, I've gotten admission into this very prestigious school, I am Ahmedabad, and I don't want to get married, I want to go." My mom said, "If you go, I'm going to fast until I die." So she started a fast, and my grandfather said to her, she told us kids, "It's okay if she dies, I'll take care of you all." And my father said the same thing, "It's okay if she dies, we'll take care of you all, but you are going to school in Ahmedabad, and we've already paid the deposit." 24 hours later, my mother broke the fast. She's still alive. She's still alive. And so I think she was normal. I'm glad she was. So she was the brake, and the men in my family, my grandfather, my father, were the accelerator. So combination made it work. And when I applied and got into Yale, my parents were so sure I wouldn't get any scholarship money. They said, "Of course you can go." And then when the scholarship and loan money came by, and they were sort of in a dilemma. How do we send this young girl off to the States who's unmarried? Because once she goes unmarried, she's not marriageable at all. Nobody will marry her because she's now gone alone to the States. So there was a big family meeting. Everybody got together. Should we send her or not? I was going, but then, should we send her? The time that I started to work when I graduated from business school in 1980 in the United States, I think all women had to work about 50% harder than men. I think today it's about 20%, and still you've got to work harder than the men. But when I started, it was 50% harder than men. And being somebody of a different ethnicity, different way of dressing, I had 50 plus. In my early days working in corporate America, I never really fit in because I dressed differently. I didn't have money to have good clothes. So I'd buy 2 suits, a black suit and a beige suit, and I'd make 4 suits out of it. I'd mix and match them. And the 5th day, I always worried about, what am I going to do? Am I going to repeat the cycle? So nobody gave me dressing instructions.
Did you worry about fitting in?
I worried about how I was perceived because I was the only woman, right? Already walking in, I looked different. I didn't want my clothes also to give people some sort of a sartorial seizure. So it was one of those things where I knew I didn't dress very well because I'd look at the other women and say, "Wow, how do they pull it off? So beautifully coiffed, they look so well put together. Why do I look always a black suit, beige suit, white blouse? Always the same." I decided after a while that I'm never going to win the looks battle. So I'm going to focus on the brains part. So I focused on doing a job better than anybody else could do it. So pretty soon, people started to say, "We only want Indra on the assignment," or "Let's put Indra on the job," because they got very comfortable that if you gave it to her or gave it to me, it will get done. Not just get done, it'll get done exceedingly well. So I started to depend more and more on my brains and my hard work as opposed to how I looked or how I talked or how I made comments in meetings. That comes with a package, So think of me not as a complete package, but as a brain wrapped in ways that you are not familiar with.